guys, Lennox here. So for this video, I'm doing more of a voiceover, due to I have a bigger announcement, but let's get on with the time-lapse first, and I will talk a bit about this process as well, and who exactly this is. So the character you are currently seeing on screen is a possible idea for one of the characters, depending on. I so far have 2 other people on this project, and I'm also still asking around to see if there's anyone else that wants to be involved before all this, and still working on fleshing out a lot of the story and all the characters for it as well. I'm hoping to make this like a big collab thing with a bunch of different VAs, all depending. I know everyone's busy and has their own schedule, and I also know that I'm still as of this moment, posting like 57 subscribers, which to me is still a lot, and thank you all for that. But I know in comparison, it's not as a lot to some people, but I still like it. So, as well, just because of that, this project is also on the back burner at the same time as I've been focusing more on the vocal tracks recently. I'm currently working on vocal tracks for some of other Siren's characters, which his channel will also be linked in the description, like Shay, Thrash, Bren, Duke, a bunch of them. I'm still working on them. I might try to make them more lyrical pieces, something you might not hear in a temple, something you might more hear in a town. So like example for Shays that I'm currently working on, I'm making it more into like a shanty, whereas Thresh's that I'm currently working on, I'm kind of making it more like a, like some battle music, war, like a war cry, or like something you would shout before marching into battle when you've got your side and you're standing on top of the hill. Like, I guess something like that. Apologies for the sudden mic quality change. I'm recording this part of the voiceover on a different day. I don't have a ton of posts over on Patreon yet. All my artwork, extra bloopers, and musical tracks will be on there. I'm slowly working on moving stuff on there. It's a little bit of a pain because I'm still learning how Patreon works. Anyways, back to the other voiceover. So originally with this piece, I know I haven't really talked about the piece that much, but the reason there was that color swirl in the beginning is because I had my screen set to complete grayscale, so I didn't know what colors I was using, and then it just kind of wasn't working out, so I looked up a few, like, just different color palettes for inspiration, and there was a color palette of, like, a sunset over a beach, so I used a lot of, like, the tones from what would have been, like, the ocean for the skin, and then did like the yellow orange for the hair, because why not? And then for like the magic I'm not sure what type of magic this is yet, I'm still fleshing that out, but I kind of wanted to keep it more of a cooler tone to make the hair kind of more pop out, so I went with this like neon green that has yellow undertones, so it still kind of ties into both. I don't know if I'm making any sense by saying that, but that's what I mean. This was actually a little difficult because I went with a no line work type of piece, but after the sketch and doing the line work, I kind of just went back and forth and more or less rendered it in, if that's what it's called, where I tried to make it look realistic, like semi-realism, I guess is the best way to describe it. Yeah. So here I am with the pants. I just decided to go with like a purple because I needed more color within it and didn't want to make it weird. The shirt I was going to go with pink, but it didn't look right, so I went with this like muted forestish gray, or not gray, but like this jade green, and just continued to flesh it out as I went along. Yeah, upcoming in the background, I tried to do something with the grass. It wasn't working out. So what I ended up doing was getting rid of it. I took like a dark navy-ish blue, more like a bright blue, very saturated, multiply, erased around the figure, and then took the same neon green, set it to add, and did some highlights, blended it out for the magic being my only light source. This piece was honestly both really fun and challenging at the same time, but if you guys like this or my harmony tracks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all next week's video. Let's go!